Hi, my name is ZaKaiRan, and welcome to another one of my outrageously amazing, insanely enlightening master keys of creation about how to be the unlimited source master of divine creation that you truly are to create the joy, love, well-being, and abundance you desire. You'll find tons more self-empowering goodies to help you become a conscious, deliberate creator of reality on my website at ZaKaiRan.com. So here we go. Thoughts attract similar thoughts. Where did that thought come from? That's a question I have often asked myself, and I know a lot of people ask themselves and others that question. Where did that thought come from? Especially when it's a bizarre or judgmental, seemingly out of the blue thought about someone or something, and you just go, where the heck did that thought come? Why did my brain think that thought? Well, the answer is it didn't. You attracted that thought from previous thoughts. More accurately, you attracted that thought because of your vibration from previous thoughts and reactions to circumstances in life. Or to put it another way, because my brain is a transmitter and receiver of vibration, because I have previously transmitted similar vibrations based on my thinking and my beliefs, the universe sends me similar vibrations that match the vibration of my thinking, and then my mind translates those vibrations as thoughts that match the vibration of the thoughts that I previously transmitted. So wrap your noggin around that. So that's why so many of our thoughts seem to be out of the blue, out of nowhere, so to speak, and we don't know why we are thinking those thoughts. It's as if the thoughts are thinking us rather than us thinking our thoughts, because you're either transmitting thoughts by thinking, or you are receiving thought vibrations by allowing every single moment of your life, except when you are asleep or you are meditating or you are focused intensely upon something in a sort of mindless, joyfully appreciative, allowing, focused way. Like when you are in nature and focused on a magical creature that you have encountered, or you're making love, or you're just blissfully kissing or snuggling your lover, or you're lost in joyful, uplifting, giggly, fun conversation with a playmate, or you're just enjoying nature or the clouds or whatever. And when you are not thinking, you are not transmitting anything except appreciation and joy. And you are in an allowing, receiving state. Your desires are more simple when you are in an allowing, receiving, open state. They're just more and better. To put a description on your thoughts when you're in a gentle, allowing, open, appreciative, joyful state, your thoughts are very general in nature. They're not specific. You could translate them as just more and better, more and better, more and better, more and better. I like this. I want more of that. I like this. I want even more of that. Better of that. So more fun, more creation, more joy, more abundance, more magic, etc. That's our natural way of being. When you're in an appreciative, allowing, open state. When you're meditating and in an active, meditatively focused state of joy and bliss, well, you are 100% allowing all of your joyful desires to come to you. And when you are resistant and doubtful and thinking and speaking in limited, judgmental ways, you are blocking your delicious desires from coming to you. And when you are sleeping, you are no longer transmitting vibrations, but are then connected to who you truly are as source, and you are in a completely allowing state. Similar in a way to meditating, but because you are not awake, you are no longer attracting anything, and more to the point, you are no longer offering any resistance against your desires, and therefore blocking your desires from coming to you. You're in a null state, a mini vacation, if you will. So every night you reconnect to your source and go into a fully allowing state. That's the true importance of sleep. Yes, rest your body, regenerate your cells, but even more importantly, connect to your own source. And the master key is to capitalize on that vibration as soon as you wake up, and do your best to maintain that vibration throughout your morning alignment practices, which of course, as you may or may not know, I'm constantly preaching about, where you meditate and affirm your joyful desires, and prepave your way every day. You build a foundation of love, joy, and prosperity to create that in your day. And then next level mastery is maintaining that vibration throughout your day. That's Kwai Chang Caine Kung Fu mastery. Except you're so in alignment that you don't have to Kung Fu the shit out of anybody, because you attract nothing but lovely people. But occasionally you will still attract people that you want to Kung Fu their whiny asses, but you stop yourself because you realize that, hey, I attracted that. You attracted them from your old thought momentum, and instead of kicking their ass, you thank them for the grief that they supplied, and the part that they played in your movie. The big contrast of unwanted things that they provided for you, that gave you great clarity about the kind of people you want in your life and the kind of behavior you want from those people in your life, from the priceless example that person showed you of the kind of people you don't want in your life. And now you know what kinds of thoughts you should transmit to the universe, so that the universe will give you fun people to play with rather than dickheads that you want to go Bruce Lee on. The other factor to be aware of is that we are all psychically connected. And depending on your openness factor, you may receive thoughts based upon what other people are thinking and vibrating. If you're very psychic, you may receive direct thoughts from and about that person. Maybe something they want and need, or you may receive thoughts that are less specific, related to their perception about themselves or something in their life. The point is, we are transmitters and receivers of vibration, and our brains then translate those vibrations into thoughts. So you may encounter someone, maybe you know them or don't, and you get certain thoughts about them, positive or negative in nature. Either way, the thoughts you're getting are a combination of their vibration and how they have been thinking in positive or negative ways, and your vibration and how you have been thinking. Where you want to get to vibrationally and thought-wise is purely positive in nature, regardless of what crap someone else is vibrating that you might be resonating with or not resonating with. Either way, if they're in your life, you're vibrating a similar vibration, and that's why they're in your life. So, to reiterate, you want to get vibrationally and thought-wise into a purely positive state. And that is accomplished with positive momentum built up every single day by doing alignment exercises, like affirmations, meditation, etc. You want to be able to look at a tripped out, desperate, homeless, penniless drug addict and see beyond appearances to the divine soul within. But to get there, where seeing someone's soul is your go-to action every single moment of every single day, you may get some pretty hairy thoughts, even with normal people, because everyone is thinking 10,000 thoughts a day, and a lot of them are extremely judgmental in nature. And the only thing not sending a lot of people straight to metaphorical hell is the fact that the core of every one of us, the core of every soul in the universe, is love and joy. And anything else limited in nature is just a mask and an acting role that people are playing. Where you want to get to in your consciousness is the ability to be vibrating so high all the time that you can look at a serial killer and see behind the mask and see behind all of the fear and all the helplessness and unworthiness and powerlessness and woundedness and victimhood, etc., that has driven that person to such an extreme level of revenge and anger and violence, etc., which is what all killing is about. To see beyond their pattern of destruction that they are using to feel better than feeling unworthy by committing heinous acts of aggression. Because that's why people do nasty stuff. It's because they're in pain, they're wounded, they're bleeding on the floor emotionally. It's your job to see beyond that mask and those actions that we judge so much to the divine soul within, the divine soul that is 100% unconditional love and joy. So level 1 enlightenment is getting past your own surface level judgments and negative people's undesirable behavior. It's having compassion for even the worst of the worst people on planet Earth, because you know what is driving them to these criminal acts. You know that any act of aggression that we typically call criminal behavior is just someone acting in ways to feel better than feeling depressed and helpless and powerless and unworthy and not good enough. Because you understand that the emotional vibration scale, where depression, unworthiness, helplessness, powerlessness, not good enough, shame, guilt, etc., are at the very bottom of the scale. To put plainly, simply, when you are thinking and feeling in those depressed ways, it just feels terrible. But a bit higher on the scale that feels a little bit better is anger and revenge. It feels a little bit more empowered than 100% disempowerment. It feels better, being angry, taking revenge, so to speak, or at least thinking vengeful thoughts feels better than feeling helpless, powerless, and unworthy. And everyone wants to feel good because our natural essence is joy. So even killing someone feels better than feeling depressed. But the trap with revenge is, as soon as you act on your vengeful thoughts, now you feel shame and guilt, which is even lower in vibration than revenge and anger. And so you've got to commit another criminal act to feel better, to feel more empowered in a continual roller coaster of depression and aggression and revenge, and depression back up to revenge again to feel better. And the key is to continue up the emotional scale rather than just going up a little bit and back down again in a continuous circle of depression and revenge, like the classic gangster person. So level 1 enlightenment is knowing that pattern and knowing that no one is really truly evil, but people just get lost temporarily because of a whole train of thoughts. They think about unwanted things over long periods of time and can sometimes head down the metaphorical dark side. And level 1 awareness is knowing that victimhood does not exist, and even the so-called victims of the so-called bad guys, the so-called perpetrators, the so-called evil ones, is 100% attracted. So knowing all that, you can go up one more level on the emotional scale, where you even scale up above compassion and see beyond the appearance and beyond the acting roles that people have adopted, and seeing what's at the core of every being, which is their beautiful divine soul of pure love and light. Practice level 1 awareness until that becomes a given standard awareness level for you. People do bad things because they have thought countless negative, limited, judgmental, victim-oriented, powerless, helpless, and unworthy-oriented thoughts about themselves and about other people, usually after reacting to unwanted situations, and then chose to act in destructive ways to feel more powerful rather than feeling powerless. And that's got to just become a locked-in given in your mind. Now that that's locked in, what's beyond that? Well, the soul, the spirit, who every single soul truly is source, is love, is light, is 100% unlimited abundance and joy. So then your task is to just see that. See beyond appearance and color and gender and sexual orientation and culture and race and religion and politics and beliefs, etc., to the core within. See the source within every single person, within every single soul. See who everyone truly is. That is the most powerful and supportive thing that you can do for anyone and everyone. Seeing the source within every single supposed forlorn, downtrodden victim is a million, trillion, gajillion times more supportive and empowering and generous and compassionate and caring than all of everyone's billions of dollars of donations to all of the worthwhile charities combined. Your judgments of anyone, no matter how much it appears that they deserve it, is not helpful and supportive to anyone. It only adds fuel to the fire. What is helpful is seeing beyond the veneer, to see what's behind the curtain. Pay no attention to what is projected on the screen. That's the illusion. What is behind that surface is the divine truth, that every single being is love, joy, and unlimited abundance. Your body and your beliefs and your judgments and your gender and your sexual orientation and your career and your identity, etc., are all just games that we're playing. They were just roles that we decide to play in the big play of life. So essentially, they're just all an illusion. They're just games that we play as cosmic creators in our many, 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 many lifetimes. What is real and true is that you are infinite, immortal, divine source. That is what is true and eternal. Your body, your bodies and your lifetimes and your experiences come and go. But what is true and real and infinite and eternal is that you are divine source, that you are joy, eternal love, unconditional love, and unlimited abundance. And you are an unlimited creator. You have unlimited power to create anything that you want. You could create a new planet if you believed that you could do so. Everything else is just a role that you are playing in the cosmic drama or the cosmic dramedy. And the same goes for everyone else. All the evil Darth Vaders in the world are no different than you. They just made different choices than you to play a different game and adopt different roles in the galactic play than you decided that you wanted to play. The other thing is to be aware of is that you are an awakener. You're a cosmic alarm clock. You're part of the galactic alarm clock team here to wake up humanity from its delusionary drama. You're here to remind your bro stars and sis stars that their true divine essence is joy, not judgment and anger or anything else. The time of resistance and control to feel powerful is well and truly over and was never a successful psychological sanity plan in the first place. It's just a Band-Aid kind of thing that humanity's been doing for millions of years, because the fact is no one was ever sinful or unworthy or powerless or helpless or not good enough, etc. ever. And acting in certain criminal or codependent or psychosexual or political or religious, etc. ways in order to feel better than feeling depressed by how unworthy that you felt was a poor Band-Aid at best, covering up the fact that all of those limited feelings were just never ever true in the first place. And you, Master Awakener, are here to remind the lost boys and lost girls and lost non-gender specific people, entities, beings, souls of that fact. Not by knocking on doors or preaching on the street corner, but with the amazing, joyful, abundant example of your deliciously joyful, loving, and prosperous life. So that people see that living a happy, loving, non-judgmental, compassionate, fun, and prosperous life is not only possible, but is our true natural state of being. And, of course, feels the best because of that. Contrary to what the deluded and misguided religions will tell you, you are not sinful and unworthy or faulty in any way whatsoever. You are 100% divinely perfect exactly how you are, because God don't make no junk. Who you truly are as source is pure, 100% unconditional love and joy. Who you truly are as source is completely unlimited and infinite and eternal in nature. Who you truly are as source is pure, 100% infinite joy and love, baby. So, with that knowledge, with that awakening reminder from ZaKaiRan the Awakener, go now and live as who you truly are always lives. Because that's how who you truly are as source, the non-physical you, always lives. Who you truly are as source is always in joy and love and abundance and prosperity. You're the only one who plays the games of that's sort of disconnected from that. See source in everything and everyone, everywhere you go, and you will be doing the most powerful and generous and caring and compassionate and giving and enlightening thing that you could possibly be doing for anyone. So I hope you have enjoyed my vodcast, Thoughts Attract Similar Thoughts, and you now understand where your thoughts come from. And you understand that whatever you are vibrating from your thoughts, you will attract similar thoughts that match that vibration, which will motivate you to, hopefully, consciously and deliberately think positive-oriented thoughts about things that are easy to like, love, and appreciate so that you attract other thoughts that are similar in positive vibration, and then attract physical things and people and situations that match that positive vibration. So if you enjoyed this podcast, please share with your friends. Bless them with these amazing teachings. Subscribe to my YouTube and podcast channel, The Master Keys of Creation. Come visit me at ZaKaiRan.com for more self-empowering goodies to help you become a conscious, deliberate creator of reality, to literally make all your dreams come true. My name is ZaKaiRan, and I'm here to help you remember that you are an unlimited master of divine creation, and you have the power and freedom to create the joy, love, well-being, and abundance that you desire, and have a ton of fun in your body on planet Earth, which is why you came here in the first place. Not to learn anything, not to earn anything, just to have a ton of fun creating fun things on planet Earth. So thanks again for watching my video or listening to this podcast, and I wish you immense joy and abundance on your magnificent journey of divine creation. And of course, always remember to make life a holiday. Woohoo!